One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Bruins will boot it away to start the game. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Back to throw, it's Sayen. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, the pressure there caused the missed timing. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive, continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not with...
There he goes to the right. He's at the 40. The 20, 10, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his own 20. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. From the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
And the Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try it over the left side. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Get it out on the screen. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll run it from the gun. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Looking left. It's caught downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. You can become a star making efficient plays and getting first down, sort of like a Mark Harmon kind of way to play quarterback for the Bruins.
And then you become a big star. And in Hollywood, what a town to do it. Obviously, create some excitement, create some momentum, go to a Rose Bowl, just do big things at UCLA.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Back to throw, it's Nelson. He's got it and still on his feet. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. UCLA. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He's looking to throw. Under fire. Skips away from pressure. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The give to the tailback. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
You know know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Sayin. Finds his tight end. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
The Buckeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Back to pass, it's Nelson. Flushed out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you've got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Steps away. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, remember, the defense allowed a rushing touchdown to this quarterback on the last drive, so a nice job making some adjustments on the sideline. They look like they've got a little bit of a better plan for him, and more people are more aware of when he's going to keep the football. That time, they don't just get a sack, but they generate a massive loss.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Making side adjustments here. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Lofts one high and deep. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Nelson. The short hands, it's Matthews. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that time with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
And the Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick release on the RPO. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Tackle is made after 43. That's a first down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Bruins head quickly to the line. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Matthews. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw. It's Nelson. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Now they'll try the right side. Turning it on. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Now on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Buffalo is in front. They've represented Western New York so well today, but they still have to finish the job, and that's not a given. They're up by 7 over Memphis.
Touchdown, Bruins! Special teams proving to be special. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Dropping back, it's Sayin. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Might be looking to run. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Great spot to attack there. Right off the turnover, try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
He wants it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
This This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he puts through the extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. On the run, it's Peepers. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. And the Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Got the quick pass. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Buckeyes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's off. Touchdown, Bruins! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. first snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the single back. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Still looking on the move. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Now you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Got his man quickly.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Buckeyes come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Third down play from the gun. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. And the Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Quick strike complete.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Green 25.
They'll go right back to him. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Third down.
And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. looking for a man. It's Sayin. Quickly complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it. First and goal from the 6. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. He wants to change this route. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on first and goal.
Jackrabbit.
On the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
It'll be fourth and goal, and it'll be a tough one. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on fourth down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He's looking deep. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Pulls and fires complete. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Here's the pressure. He'll throw it. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Moves away as he feels pressure. Quickly to the tight end. Still running at the 40. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Cox. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and keep up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still 4th down, and, of course, they're in field goal range.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Right down the middle. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get it.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Gives it on the option. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air. It's Sayin. Makes the grab. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. It's a bad scheme to try to cover this guy one-on-one, much like Michigan State tried to do against Joey Galloway in '93. But the difference there is the reason Joey Galloway couldn't be covered is that no one really wants to be around him.
Ain't that the truth? We work with him weekly. We can say that and be very firm about it. But here's the thing. Joey Galloway. Think about the other names to wear the scarlet and gray. So many guys year after year. You know Ohio State fans, Reese, they're going to claim, wide receiver U. They try to claim that because so many greats have been through that university.
And the Buckeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I tell you what, why would you not do this? I love it. Short yardage situation, get your QB sneak. You've already got everything going. You got a few first downs. You got that momentum on your side. Just get the first down, get that new set of downs. Now, if you want to go attack now.
The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
To the air, it's Sayin. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
looking to pass. It's Sayin. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
At the 28-yard line. Now,
The Buckeyes looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Leads it with the back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. See how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Oh, he's got some space. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Scanning the field, it's Nelson. He'll pull it down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Well, they've tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways, and they haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. Nice individual effort on the scramble. It took a little longer than they would have liked, but maybe that's the play that's really going to sort of spark this offense and really maybe get this guy going more on the ground.
That was a nice swap. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his finger side to side and say, no, no, no.
Chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time he's got his man. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And that's a first down for the offense.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marshall. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Handoff from the gun. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
enormous play coming right here. Third down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. Back to pass, it's Nelson. It's complete to the right. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. Looking for the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Touchdown, UCLA! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiver group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. To throw, it's Sayin. Quickly complete. Open space at the 25. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Hansen. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Gets it out quickly.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver. Just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy. And I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on the slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on first and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Under fire. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Looking for more room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Bruins. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
Really got to be impressed with the defense. You're late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
21.
Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. The offense changing the play. Going right to work up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Porter. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting.
And that is his fifth interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Touchdown, UCLA! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
49, Ohio State, 21.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Just a short pass to the tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Looking to fire. He's got him. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Shakes off the defender. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Takes it from the gun on third down. Using the quick game. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Snags it over the middle. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Buys a little extra time. Going to try to get it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blow